Hey everyone, Stefan Rust here, founder and CEO of Laguna and the development arm behind Truflation and the Truth Network. I'm going to keep this really short, and I'm sorry this isn't going to be live. It's a pre-recorded session. We're just super busy trying to cram everything out and highlight all the work that we've got and done over the course of the next 2 weeks. So you'll see a number of significant improvements above and beyond what we've already shown. So you go to the Truflation.com website, you'll already see an update there, and you'll see the Truth Network also get an update and go live this week. So really excited about that. We are also working on closing out and working with the Nuon team and with the Index.fun team on their final stages. So that's a lot of lift as well. All of that's coming together. And also, we're going to have some really good interviews coming up. I've got a couple of really interesting meetings. I'm on the road again and meeting some really interesting players. So we'll be talking to some thought leaders in their category in the crypto space and in other sort of areas. Right now, I'm in Hong Kong again. We've got some follow-up meetings from when we were here during SmartCon. And yeah, then there's a lot happening. And we'll share more with you in the new year. We've got a lot of blog posts coming out. Sign up to our newsletters. Follow us on Twitter. We're talking about the golden age next year. What are the things that are really going to drive 2025? What are the three things that really matter? And maybe a wild card. So I've come up with a wild card. So have a look at that. That's definitely far out there. But when that happens, it could be really interesting. And again, change the dynamics. What you're seeing right now, I don't know if you've seen, but if you go across Twitter and you look along EU, we've been criticizing the EU for, I don't know, like 3 years already, talking about how the lack of, the amount of regulation and what that has led to in terms of trying to bring out and enable leading innovation. What it's done instead is has crippled Europe. Everybody else is growing far faster than the rest of Europe, and Europe is crumbling super fast. And a lot of the debate right now is really around Bitcoin, right? So you can see at the EU Parliament, at the German Parliament, they're all talking about EU. Immigration is coming up a hot topic. And we said that right at the beginning of summer when we predicted that Trump was going to win, that it would trickle over into Europe. And it has done now, right? And so you can seeing the Europeans sort of jumping onto that bandwagon. You saw the respect and recognition, let's say, for the hard work and the tenacity that Trump had exercised in order to get back into the office had really helped. On the macroeconomic side, we predicted 2.7% inflation. It's picking up again. We're going to see a growth again in December. And apparently, Powell is going to drop interest rates by 25 basis points. Why is he going to do that? And at the same time, we see Fartcoin becoming $1 billion coin, right? It's like, I mean, the worlds are just so far apart. There is such a big gap between the old school and the old guard and the geriatricacy. I think there's a word, geriatrics, running the countries that are so risk averse. They don't want to do anything. They protect everything. And then on the flip side, you have the young generation that are really getting behind cultural movements on a non-violent form and trying to show that we are different and we think different and we want to generate wealth in different means and allow anybody to get onto this bandwagon. Is Bitcoin that bandwagon? I don't know, but I don't think so. It's trying to get Bitcoin onto the same rails as the existing financial services. And what we've tried to do from a Bitcoin perspective is always change and build new financial rails. How do we build new systems that cut out the middlemen? Trump said it in his speech at Mar-a-Lago. Too many middlemen. How do we get rid of those middlemen? That's what we got to do. And that's what blockchain does. And that's the beauty of this decentralized network. Clunky, hard to work with in the last 10 years, but the next 10 years are just amazing. We've got new tooling out, new programming languages, faster chains, faster networks, greater usability, and beautiful apps beyond just the meme coin. We're actually seeing services on these new rails. And the conversations and the announcements we're going to have very soon around this topic is going to be really exciting. So stay tuned, follow the Truth Network. We're keeping on building and we're going to bring more and more value to you. Apologies that I'm not going to do this live. I messed up my finger. I don't know, you can see I got a big bandage here, but I just basically cut off the top of my finger. So basically, all of that piece is gone. I can show you pictures, but they are pretty gruesome. Nobody really likes those pictures and photos. So anyway, that's sort of where we're at. I'm still in recovery. I did this on Friday and had to go to the hospital, get it all covered up, stop the bleeding. And it's called a partial amputation. Um, Believe it or not, I'm still standing, still fighting, and I'm trying to type with my 9 fingers, seven fingers and 2 thumbs. Um, and yeah, so it's a bit slower, but we're still building, and we got lots of calls, continuously actively pursuing everything. Yeah, look, I've nothing much else to add. Just I think a lot of the prognosis that we have and our focus is really not necessarily the data, but the interpretation of the data and the prediction capabilities into the future based on the reliability and the speed of our data compared to other people's data, leveraging that 45-day advantage. How do we show that 45-day advantage? What does that mean? What are the trading opportunities that you can get out of that 45-day advantage? And then convert that into monetizable upside in gold, in oil, in Bitcoin, in SPX, all these other asset classes that are correlated to inflation. Stay tuned. I'll be back with more on Thursday. I'll be sharp. It will be a recording because I'm just not going to be up at 1 a.m. in the time zone that I'm in. Then we're going to be a bit quiet. We'll take 2 weeks off from broadcasting, and then we're going to come back with a force to reckon with in 2025, entering into the golden age, golden era, and the predictions we will bring out before that period. We'll just write something up. Another Doge letter is coming out as well. So we're really just trying to really get awareness for what the Truth Network really does and the amount and volume of data that we actually have real time. And then how do we then correlate that into monetizable opportunities? And then where does Truflation fit in highlighting and building out the prediction associated with that data on the Truth Network, and then ultimately creating liquidity opportunities for people that are leveraging that data as a competitive edge. And if you don't have it, you don't get that competitive edge. The others do. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Just a quick update now, although it's already 8 minutes, but 8 minutes is it. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day and see you all on Thursday. Bye for now.